So a few days ago I tried to create again double person interview setup here with cross key lighting, and I failed miserably actually. I would share that experience later, probably like within 2 weeks, because I got a huge backlog. But the important thing is that I tried to build and build and build. And yesterday I got an idea that instead of using 2 cross key lights for this setup, I can just use 1 lantern in the middle. So the lantern would illuminate both people, and if I got a skirt installed on a lantern in the back, then I can control the spill on the background behind me. And actually this is the setup. I only got 1 chair, there is no chair in front of me, but that would be just symmetrical setup. So I have just 1 camera at the moment because there is a lot of crap in that room. But I managed to push all other elements here, and I actually got 2 lights. The problem is with this setup I don't have a rim light or hair light behind me. Not sure it would work good with my current haircut, but I got 2 lights. The 1 light is Aputure 600D at 1% actually with Light Dome 3, and this is like fill light, and without it that look is really dramatic. I would probably try to put grid on it anyway to see the difference, because at the moment the contrast ratio is 1:2, and I also have a lantern above, and this lantern, this is ZHIYUN G300. It is running at 1% too. The small problem is that if I have a hand here, it is overexposed, so I have to be cautious not to move my hand here. And this is the look from the lantern. Maybe I would also show it without to show what is the spill on the background from the lantern. It's hard to show, but a funny thing is that both lights are at 1% and they are quite powerful. Maybe even I'm a bit overexposed here on my forehead. So I would bring the crate for the aperture to see if it is any better, because I think this contrast ratio is too small with this setup, and 600D is non-pro version, so I cannot decrease it by 0.1%. So the lowest setting is 1%, unfortunately. So that's the reason. And what might be problematic, that maybe I have raccoon eyes. I'm not sure on this small screen I got there. Of course, there is some crap in the background, so don't pay attention to that crap. But other than that, that might be actually a really neat idea, because I just need one boom to do it. Okay, now I have grid installed on Light Dome 3, and I will check what is the contrast ratio now. It doesn't change much, like 0.3V, unfortunately. So maybe Amaranth 300C would be better there, but it is what it is. So this is too contrasty and too dramatic, in my opinion. Of course, I could brighten the background if I remove the skirt from the lantern, but I think that look is not that bad, and I will show in a minute what is the setup. So that setup looks like that. There is a lantern with ZHIYUN G300 on a boom over one of the chairs, and then the lantern is in the middle between two armchairs. The other is not here, but there would be two green armchairs and the lantern would be in the middle of them. I can actually lower the lantern a bit, and maybe then I would get rid of the raccoon eyes and there would be less spill on the background. And then there is a Light Dome 3 as a fill light on the other side, and that fill light could be also something with a lantern. I have only one lantern, so it depends what kind of the look you want, how airy it have to be. So even though it is just 90 centimeters light dome, I think the background is illuminated enough, or maybe even too much. So yeah, and there is at the moment just one camera which is taking one angle from that armchair. But actually with that setup, what might be problematic, that maybe I would need additional hairlight for each person, but it's not that hard to set it up. You just need 2 C-stands, so that shouldn't be a problem. Or you can use actually rim lights instead of hair lights, so they can be on the stands behind the talent, but then you have to somehow hide them. So we'll see how that goes from here, but actually I think it is quite neat, and you still have the shadow side of the face in front of the camera, which is actually what you need in that setup. Maybe I have to like angle the lantern a bit differently, like push it farther to the back, so like push it to the back so there is less spill on the face, on the left side of my face in that case. But I think it creates a Rembrandty look, and this is one of the angles. I should have a like full set angle in the middle and then another camera for the second person, but the other armchair is not even here. So my only concern is that maybe I'm overexposed here, even though both lights are on the lowest possible setting. But I think it is actually a neat idea to have the light in the middle between both people. But yeah, someday I would build the whole setup, maybe next week, and see how that works. Cheers, mate!